So, if we can't just turn up in Los Angeles and sell our 100 pages of paper for $1 million, then what do we have to do to build a real career as a screenwriter? Now, there are 8 stages to our journey that will be outlined in this course, so let's take a look at each of those stages now. Stage 1, starting our screenwriting journey. Millions of people go through this stage because it requires no actual writing. It's the nice part when we get to dream about our impending screenwriting success without the nastiness of actually doing it. But we do need to do a few things at this stage to get it right and have a real shot at success. A, we must start building our life around a writing schedule. It cannot be something that only happens when gaps appear. It must move up our priority list right now to be just under loving our life partner and caring for our children, if we're lucky enough to have those things in our life. Right under those two is writing as much as we can. Therefore, B, we must accept that free time is going to be a thing of the past. Anything that used to be considered free time is now writing time. C, we must be comfortable telling everyone in our life that we are now a writer. Don't hide it. Make it a part of who you are. I know it feels embarrassing when we haven't sold anything or even written anything yet, but if we can't talk about it, then it will never truly be who we are, and that's not enough. Because D, we must be clear that we are not giving screenwriting a go. Instead, we are a screenwriter. Any mindset less than that and you are setting yourself up for failure before you even begin. When people go to med school, they are not a doctor yet, but they are going to be a doctor. We need that same mentality. Like them, we are now starting our years-long journey to learn everything we need to know and get good enough at all the necessary skills to be a screenwriter. Stage 2, our first screenplay. Again, many people start a screenplay, but very few actually finish it. So this is the stage where we realize just how hard it is to fill 100 pages with a story that works. What seems like it will take a few weeks will actually end up taking many months and a lot of frustration to complete. But we must finish it, or our journey is dead before it's even started. To do so, we will study everything we need to know to get started and explore the reasons that people get blocked or stop writing and how to avoid them. Stage 3, Rewriting 101. This is when we try to improve the unholy mess of a screenplay we just finished. But at least when we are finished, we will have our masterpiece, right? I'm sorry, but afraid not. This is also the stage when we will discover we weren't quite the literary geniuses we thought we were. We realize that agents and studios are not falling over themselves to throw money at us. People who do read our script will undoubtedly rip our literary child to shreds and leave us to pick up the pieces. So this is also the stage when reality sets in and we must make the conscious choice to continue, aware now of just how long and hard this journey is going to be. Stage 4, our second, third, fourth and fifth screenplays. Now, after we realized that one screenplay was never going to be enough, we must now learn to actually write. The writing of these subsequent 4 screenplays will allow us to hone our craft and improve immeasurably as writers. This is also the stage when we must start to build our network of contacts, who will eventually help us break in. Stage 5, Advanced Rewriting. Now, although each new first draft will improve, this is the stage when we truly learn that rewriting is what makes a good script great. We're finally able to delete the greatest line or scene we ever wrote for the betterment of the screenplay. We will find layers and depth in our characters and story that we never realized were there. We are now writers. Stage 6, the business of movies. Most of us haven't grown up in LA or as the child of a studio mogul, so although we may have a movie lover's knowledge of the industry, there is a lot for us to learn. We must understand what opportunities are available to us, how financing works, how we will make money, and the proper form for new writers to make themselves known to the filmmaking community. Stage 7, professional level writing. During this stage, we need to start making some difficult life choices. Do we move to Los Angeles? What is going to raise our screenplay above the pack of other new writers? Also, what kind of writer do we want to be? What kind of career do we want to have? By this point, we will have put in years of work and struggle. We now realize just how much we didn't know when we started out. This is when we start to make the final choice as to whether this is the career we are going to have for the rest of our lives. And finally, stage 8, breaking in. This is what we've all been waiting for, so let's get real here. It is going to take us at least 2 years, more realistically 5 to 7 years, for us to get to this point. And that's only if everything goes our way. But remember, it takes just as long to be a doctor or a lawyer, and they had to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for the privilege. All we've had to do is buy final draft and some paper. So if we have done everything we needed to do up to this point, then this is where we will start to see the financial and career returns that we hoped for all those years ago. Many people start this journey, but very few will finish it. Some will get there earlier than others, some will make more money than others. Some will have very short-lived careers before moving on to other things, others will be names for decades. A very small group will become superstars, win Oscars, and command multi-million-dollar paychecks. But if we truly persevere, if we do everything we need to do, and we work harder than everyone around us, then we too can have a real career as a screenwriter. And that is the journey we are now going to take together.